Good morning, children. Welcome back to Class 4, English Grammar, Worksheet 7. Reading. Read this poem. There is a land, a marvelous land, where trolls and giants dwell, where witches with their bitter brew can cast a magic spell, where mermaids sing, where carpets fly, where, in the midst of night, brownies dance to cricket tunes, and ghosts all shivery and white, prowl and moan. There is a land of magic folks and deeds, and anyone can visit there who reads and reads and reads. So here meaning of the words are given. Trolls means ugly imaginary creatures from story. Dwell means live. Brew, a magical drink. Brownies, magical creatures that looks like small humans and are said to live in our houses and help out with chores. Shivery means shaking because of fear or the cold. Now tick the correct answers and complete these sentences. The witches use the magical drink to change how they look, defeat the trolls and giants, perform magical acts. To perform magical acts, they drink magical drink. The brownies dance when the mermaids sing, to the sound of the crickets at midnight when it rains in the morning. To the sound of the crickets at midnight. The ghosts guard the treasure in the magical land, haunt the dark forest, roam stealthily while mourning. Roam stealthily while mourning. The magical land is actually found in books and stories, within a deep forest, in children's dreams, in books and stories. The land of magic is marvelous because anyone can visit it. It's open all day. It is a land of many adventures. So anyone can visit the land of magic. Next one is grammar and words. We use adjectives to describe nouns or pronouns. When we use adjectives to compare two or more people, things and so on, we add R-E-R-E-S-T after some words. Bright, brighter, brightest. More or most before some words. Interesting, more interesting, most interesting. Less, least before some words. Least expensive, less expensive, expensive. Some words which have special forms of comparing are good, good, better, best, bad, worse, worst, little, less, least. Now look at these pictures. Use the clues and complete these sentences. Clean. Avik's room looks cleaner than Nazneen's. Small. Nazneen's study table is smaller than Avik's. Careful. Avik has kept things more carefully than Nazneen. Nazneen's almirah is larger than Avik's. When we use two or more adjectives before a noun, we put them in a particular order. Quantity or number, quality or opinion, size, age, shape and color. I have one fresh loaf of bread. Myra bought a bright blue umbrella. Naina baked 3 big brown cakes. Put the following words in order to form sentences. Here the words are jumbled and given for you. Frame sentences correctly. We saw a bright yellow taxi. We rain brought some dainty new small gift boxes. Rani drank a cup of sweet milk tea by the road. The girls were wearing pretty long blue skirts. Tick the correct words that combine with the words inside the boxes to form compound expressions. So here how to form compound expressions. Here 3-4 words are given for us. You have to combine the words with the words inside the box. So fairly convinced. So fairly and then convinced. So here completely convinced. So first word will be fairly convinced. Convinced, and second one will be completely convinced. Completely convinced. Look into the arrow mark, children, how I have marked. So that word will be the first, then will be the next word inside the box. First word will be the first and the next word will be the arrow mark. Where the arrow mark will be reached, that will be the second word. Like that you have to complete all the things here given. Very ill, seriously ill. Very ill, seriously ill. So here perfectly clear, quite clear. fairly cold, extremely cold. Next one is fairly cold, extremely cold. Very concerned, deeply concerned. Completely successful, fairly successful. Functions. Read these sentences. I have decided to return home. I am very keen to learn to play the guitar. These sentences express intentions. Use these clues to express intentions. Neetu, mother, I feel rather ill. Mother. You have few words here. What you have to do, you have to use these words and you have to fill the blank here. Take rest till you feel better. Father. Your school will be closing for the summer soon, Amit. I am very keen to join art classes. The train leaves at 6 a.m. tomorrow. It is really important to wake up early morning. It's time for me to go home, but it's dark and raining hard. Don't worry. I have decided to drive you home by my car. Next one is, look at these ing words. Glow, glowing, smile, smiling, stare, staring, begin, beginning, hurry, hurrying, clap, clapping. The spelling sometimes changes when we add ing to a word. When we add ing to a word that ends in a consonant, the final consonant is usually doubled. Travel. When a consonant word it ends, what happens? It will become double. Traveling, refer, referring. The final E is dropped when there is a word called as E. When a vowel sound comes and E comes, especially bake, E is there, you will drop that E and you will write ing. Write ing. Read these spellings, then identify the correct spellings and write them down in your notebook. Check with the rules on the previous page. I have circled the right words for you children. What you should do is, once you circle it, you will write it here in the side. Lose, losing. Understood? Like this you will write. Here E will be taken out and you will write only ing. Next is divide, dividing. Pedal, pedaling. Arrive, arriving. Pay, paying. Skip, skipping. Writing. An informal letter is a letter we send to our friends and relatives. Read this letter. Hotel Snow Lion, Dal Lake, Srinagar. And here it's a address format. You can write the address here. Next it will be the date. 4th June 2020. Dear Isha, name of the person whom you are writing to. Either you can write any of the name whom you are writing the letter to. We have reached Kashmir and I am writing to you from a houseboat on the Dal Lake. It's exactly like a tiny little house on the waters. I can't tell you how beautiful the Dal Lake is. When the water is still, you can see the blue sky with the clouds reflected on it. If you are lucky, you get to watch the lake light up with the first rays of the rising sun. Oh, how beautiful the sunrise was. The birch leaves in the distance and the outline of the snowy mountains add to the beauty. It seems like I'm living inside a painting. So this will be the body of the letter. More when we meet. What are you doing in Delhi? Do write soon. Lots of love. It's a greeting. Ria, your name. Who's writing the letter? Their name. Now what you should do, looking into that informal letter, you have shifted to a new house. Write a letter to your grandmother describing the house and your new neighborhood. Use the format given above. So as the same format given, you will do it. Write the address first, then date, then you have to name the person whom you are writing to. We have shifted to a new house in Gandhinagar. I have just finished helping Papa to unpack things and arrange them. Ma is still busy with her cleaning work. This house is very different from our old one. It is quite large and has a big living room with a balcony. But I miss my old friends. When will you visit us? I will take you on walk around the neighborhood. Come soon. Lots of love. And your name. Aryan, I have written. Hope all have understood how to write an informal letter, children. Thank you. Do your work neatly.